Hi there. This is Avil Beckford, and this is also episode 4 of Read with Avil. I'm not going to talk about a specific book. What I am going to talk about is a reading challenge that I'm hosting and taking part in. Read 30 books in 30 days. I'm the ideal person to be your guide because I've done this 7 or 8 times. And the thing about it is that I can tell you what works and what doesn't work, even though I've done it, 7 or 8 times. There are a lot of mistakes I've made and lessons I learned. For instance, the first time I did it, I just wanted to see if I could actually read 30 books in 30 days. My focus was on the classics. Yes, I finished it, but how cool would it have been if I had a more compelling reason? Yes, I wanted to find out if I could do it, and yes, I could do it. But the last few times, what I've actually done is read books to get content for my membership site, the Art of Learning Leadership Academy. I offer what's called bookish notes. Just think of them as book summaries on steroids. The upcoming 30 Books in 30 Days challenge, yes, I'm hosting it, but I'm also participating in it. And once again, I want content for my membership site. Now, this challenge starts on January 13th and finishes on February 11th, 2025. You may think it's overwhelming to read 30 books in a contracted time. And it's not as difficult as you think because I've built in some constraints. First of all, read books that are 200 and fewer pages. I want you to spend no more than an hour on each book. And you may be thinking this sounds impossible. Not really. When you think about it, think back to the last 5 books you read. How many of them deserve your investment of reading them cover to cover, every word? I bet you say none of them, and that's the case. Traditional publishers have word counts, so sometimes authors have to add the books to get to the word count. The other thing is that educator Russell Stover did a study, and he found that on the average page of nonfiction text, only 4 to 11% carries meaning. That's about 1 sentence. In nonfiction books, business books, that's one of the worst offenders. Sometimes you'll find like 30 case studies when 3 or 4 would do. So think about these things. I'm going to go through some training with you so that you know how to prepare your mind to read and how to preview a book so you get to the heart of the matter and read information that applies to you. Now, a new year is coming up. What are your goals? Pick 2 to 3 goals that are important to you, and you're going to choose the right books that align with this goal. This will motivate you to help you get through the challenge. So I've often said that if you want to build a strong foundation on a topic, you need to read at least 5 books on the topic. You choose 3 to 5 goals. If you're going to do 30 books, decide whether you're going to read 5, 6, 7, or whatever for each goal. Maybe your goal is to develop a certain skill. So choose books that will help you to learn the skill. And just remember, just reading the book is not enough. You're going to have to apply what you learn. So when you're reading the book, make sure you take note of important information. Because you're not reading for the sake of reading. You're reading to get information that will help you to achieve your 2 to 3 really important goals. So when you set some constraints on reading books in 30 days, it becomes more doable. I've said 200 pages and fewer. You also want to focus on information in the book that matters to you. Choose 2 to 3 important goals. So when I say to you that read the sections that are important to you, you're going to be participating in a concept called strategic reading, which is reading to learn what you need to know. I'm going to show you how to zero in on the content in the book, and that's what you're going to read. Forget about the fear of missing out. You're going to think that if you don't read the full book, cover to cover, every word, then you're not going to understand it. That's not the case. I talked to you about Russell Stover's thing. Think about the 80-20 rule, where you could read 20% of the book and understand 80% of the text. Spend about an hour on each book. And even though it's called Read 30 Books in 30 Days, if you feel that's a little bit overwhelming, how about 20 books in 30 days or 10 books in 30 days? It's all up to you. I want you to develop the habit of reading every day. And it's not just reading for the sake of reading. It's reading with the intent to learn. You have your goals. You want to achieve that goal. And you need information. The information is going to come from the books you're reading. If you need help deciding on which books to read, I can help you with that. All you have to do is ask. So send me a direct message to let me know if you're in, and let me also know if you need help in choosing the books. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good day.